Hello everyone, my name is SlothFang, and recently we've got on a kick of ranking stuff. So on TierMaker here, tiermaker.com, this is DC Movies Updated 2022. As you can tell, if you haven't already been on the channel, I'm a big Batman fan. I've got even a tattoo of him. It was my first tattoo, the bat symbol. And yeah, ever since I've been a kid, I've always been infatuated with heroes and doing good and justice and, you know, helping people out. We're going to do this tier list ranking S, A, B, C, D, and not watched/finished. Just because we put a film in a certain ranking doesn't mean it won't change later. Also, keep in mind that I have done a tier list before the Detective Comics extended, whatever the hell it is, universe, the dceu, which was primarily all of the movies, and then one show which was Peacemaker. I have that linked up above so you can watch that, as well as the playlist below, and at the end of this that will tell you what all, you know, all the rankings I've done before. I've done Pixar, Marvel, we're finishing up with DC today here, and a few others, so check those out. I hope you like that, and as always, comment if you think I should change something or do something different, or really more importantly, what you would recommend for the next ranking. I'd love to hear what you'd like me to try, as well as subscribe below. We're working right now on getting to 200. We're really close. Look forward to seeing you all sub 200. Anyways, without further ado, Batman Begins is up there. It is great. It might be low S, high A. We'll put high A just to set standards. Constantine, that was a really good movie. A really good, like when I say popcorn movie, when I say a popcorn film or a B movie, those are and aren't the same thing, both in my sense as well as the general, everyone else's common sense. When I say a movie's a popcorn flick, a popcorn film, I mean, it's just you're engaged with the film. It could be a really stupid premise. It could be really cool, but it's all action and like no real plot. And that's my big thing, is like enjoying the film. Like when I go to a ranking list, I go, did I enjoy the film? Was it an enjoyable film? Like the quality, the cinematic differences, the scope, you know, and everything about that. And then overall, there was a third thing I mentioned in the Marvel one you should check out. There's some third thing. Like, so the overall plot and cinematic experience, did I enjoy it? And then how much replayability. Have I ruined a disc from watching it too much? Yeah, that's a good one. The Dark Knight Rises, I honestly think, is a B. As cool as it was, I don't know if it's ranking higher or lower than Constantine. We'll come back and fix that later. The Dark Knight, though, is up there. I've watched that and Batman Begins so many times, you don't know. I actually have three. I have the Blu-ray. I don't have the extended edition, like the box collector's kit of the three yet. I would really love to, but I've ruined a disc. I've ruined a disc, almost two discs of the Dark Knight. A buddy borrowed mine and said, "Hey, this disc isn't working." I'm like, "Oh, I gave you the wrong copy." Because wrong copy. How many do you have? I said, "I have two, now three. One's a Blu-ray." And he goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I played the first. I had it on loop. I would just fall asleep to it playing. I could tell you like on my old TV, my big TV. It might still be at my mom's actually." I was like, you set it to like 12 for this, but the rest of the movies are 22, because there's like 2 or 3 explosions that aren't loud, but the rumble would wake me up, and so I'd be like sleeping 2 a.m. and then and then 4 a.m. and then 6 a.m. I'm like, okay, why am I keep waking up? I'm like, oh, the movie. Mom's like, just turn it off. I'm like, yeah, but hearing the Dark Knight and all the quotes, I could almost one for one quote the movie, like paste. If you started it and then muted it immediately, I'd be like, I'd just be able to quote it, you know. Watchmen, I forgot V for Vendetta. Wow, we're gonna do it backwards because I've kind of recently done this. Not this, but I've done the other one. And so screw it, we'll do alphabetical. So this is the first. This is the first Suicide Squad. This was C. It was It was fun to watch, but like. Where's the other one? I missed it. Right here. So the Suicide Squad was A. That was really great. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is we're going to just consider this the director's cut. I really enjoyed it. It was A. Green Lantern was C, only because like Yeah, you watch it and find out. Is it enjoyable? Yeah. Most of these are popcorn films. I could at any point rewatch them and enjoy them. Versus Marvel has Logan, which is a great movie, but like I can't constantly watch it. It's just like so downtrodden and like it's a dystopian-esque film, you know. Man of Steel is up there. I could rewatch that all the time. Just so great. Henry Cavill, I mentioned this in the video before. Henry Cavill needs to be in more films, more Superman films. He's a great Superman. And I just, yeah. Aquaman, I have not watched that. It's on my list. Hopefully by the time this actually uploads, I finally watch it, but who knows? Birds of Prey. Did I enjoy it more? Ooh, actually, no, that's perfect. Yeah, Constantine was really great. I could watch Constantine quite a bit. Birds of Prey, a few things just kind of irked me, how they just kill the villain in the end, but at the same time, not enough films kill the villain. It's just, oh, he's locked away or something to save him for, you know, another film potentially, and Shazam was great. I enjoyed that. I could watch that all the time. The Batman was phenomenal. I enjoyed that. I remember watching The Batman this year, and I remember watching, was that June or July? When did I watch that? It, I think, had been out on HBO Max for like 3 weeks to close to a month, and I'm like, all right, I'm watching it. And as I'm watching this, I get to a point, and I'm like, we must be near the end of the movie. Wow, this was a great movie. We were like 45 minutes in, and I'm like, wow. It wasn't that it was so long, but there was just, they paced it well, and there was enough to it. I'm like, this is really good. And then I'm like, okay, now we're at the end of the movie. It was an hour and a half, and I'm like, wow. And then I'm like, okay, and I get this feeling, okay, we're getting near the end of the movie. And then I realized that I'm not thinking that this is the end of the movie. This is just, they're wrapping things up, but continuing forward a little bit more in like the right way, the best way. And so 2 hours and like 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, this isn't the end of the movie, is it? And so finally we're at 2.5 hours. I'm like, okay, 15 minutes later, I'm like, okay, because I kept pausing. I'm like, how is this, you know, there's no way. At 2.5 hours, I'm like, well, okay, they're about to wrap it up. And they still have a half hour left. And I'm like, oh yeah, they have other stuff they had to take care of. I completely forgot about it. Not that I was so enthralled in the moment that I forgot about everything else until it came back up. And I gotta watch it again. That was so good. Like everyone in that film was amazing. Highly recommend it. It's up there. It's top 5, and my top 5 is hard to rank of like what's number 1 and what's number 5 outside of like just what I've watched. But as time goes by, I feel like I'll watch the Batman more and more. I probably won't have it on repeat only because I want to enjoy it. I want to sit down and watch it, and not just like The Dark Knight. I've just enjoyed it so much, and I had the time to watch it. Versus now, like some things, like when I record stuff, I can't have stuff playing in the background, just for copyright purposes and for my quality issues. The Joker was a great movie. It was a good tale on society and mental illness. Could certain things have been done better to reflect those choices and stories? Most definitely. Let's see here. Wonder Woman, I watched. The ending just felt like one of those like quick time event video game boss fights. And I'm not yawning because of that. I'm just yawning because, well, it's early. But yeah, that was if it wasn't for that, it'd be definitely A. It'd be like middle of the road A. But like I feel like middle of the road B. Otherwise, it was a good story. I love like period movies. Like Captain America is phenomenal. I love Captain America. But like Wonder Woman kind of like missed the mark there. Wonder Woman 84 I have not watched. Snyder's Justice League I have watched. It took me the second watch through to watch it. Say we'll put B just in respect of all this. But the first time was because I started watching it, and I'm like, oh, I should probably do a little bit more cleaning. I did like a couple hours that day, and then yeah, the second time I watched because I was just sick. I was like sicker than a dog, and I'm like, I guess I should watch something. It'll keep me from running around and wanting to do stuff because I'm home from work. Actually, no, I left the bank at that time, so that wasn't the case. I was just instead of me getting on the computer and working on something and draining energy and not having it. So Superman Returns, I have not watched it. V for Vendetta, it's a good story, but like it's definitely you could tell what era of like the hero movies. I use hero lightly there. What the comic movies, and Watchmen we'll put just above Green Lantern. So here is our list. So, not watch/finished Aquaman, Wonder Woman 84, and Superman Returns. I should watch those soon. D, we didn't have any D films. C, Watchmen, Green Lantern, V for Vendetta, and the first Suicide Squad. B, Dark Knight Rises, Wonder Woman, Dark Knight Rises, Birds of Prey, Constantine, Scott Snyder's Justice League. And A, we have Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, The Suicide Squad, Joker, Shazam, and Batman Begins. And S rank, The Batman, Man of Steel, and The Dark Knight. So honestly, our top 5, if we posted our top 5, it'd be like this. It'd be Shazam, Batman Begins, The Batman, Man of Steel, and The Dark Knight. But yeah, really thoroughly enjoyed this. This was really fun. I kind of want to watch these movies all over again. Green Lantern definitely needs a rewatch. I watched it like once with my buddy Jerry, once by myself. It was randomly on TV. You know how it is. Oh, movies randomly on TV. Yeah, sure, I'll watch it. So, yeah, really enjoyed this. Comment below your favorite out of all these, your favorite superhero. Mine obviously is Batman, of course, but I'd love to hear who your detective comic film movie character is. And until next time, my name is SlothFang, and I'll see you next time. Check out the playlist below for more ranking tier lists on TierMaker, as well as subscribe. We're close to 200. Love to have you part of the 200 zoo members of the zoo via SlothFang. Take care.